Barbara Way and Joyce Wimer are here from the Women's Resource Center. I've known both of these ladies for years, and Barbara has been involved with Women's Resource Center for at least 10 years or more, and she took over from Joellen McNeil as president and has done a fabulous job of expanding all the programs. And Joyce has been her right arm in helping her along the way. So with no further introduction, I would like to bring them up and have them start the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, we have actually grown. Joellen, it started, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago. Oh, it went too far. Come back. We're not ready for you yet. Joellen and I were, first Joellen, and then I joined in to help her, and we were making it run and doing a good job, I think. And then Joellen decided she needed to fly. So when Joellen left, Joyce kind of joined in, and we were able to grow it. So now I'm the executive director. Joyce is the board president. She's also the chairman of the Girl Grant, which we won't talk a lot today, but if you have questions, you can talk later. And here we are, still growing and still moving throughout the community. So thank you. Thank you. And Joyce told me that it was my turn to talk.
I did this last time.
She did it last time, so now I'm doing it this time. So, our vision, as you can see, is empowering women to change their world. Not the world, their world. Our mission is to support women in our community through programs, information, and education. And where we are now. So we are more than it's almost 22 years now as a nonprofit. We've actually been around a couple years before that. We've grown from the original 12. We have now over 100 strong with 17 business partners. We offer regular business hours, and we're actually there way more than that, but those are the guaranteed hours that we're going to be there. With the growth of our organization, we now have an office manager and executive director. We have multimedia presence, website, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. So it has been quite a journey because we've had to learn all that stuff.
And just real quick, the sign is outside of our office, which is on Cloud Street.
Oh, right.
Which is Beth Waller's real estate
Right.
office, where she actually operates out of. But we also, through a partnership with Beth, Women's Resource Center now manages the open house space as well as this building. So if you need space for just a small group, there's a conference room in the Cloud Street office, and then anytime you need space at the open house, you can contact the Women's Resource Center. That's all scheduled through us now.
Yeah, Tina does a great job of that, may I say, so you might have been talking with her about that. So when we talk about what we're most proud of, well, our grants for women and girls in the community is certainly right up there. Maintaining our 501c3 status, the creation of a network for local women through our monthly networking luncheons and our women gathering, that just keeps seeming to grow. We try to, for our lunches, we try to get local business women to come in and give information. Our gathering events are more a little informal and more of a connection, and I can't remember how we separated it.
More inspirational.
Right, there you go.
Kind of developmental for the woman themselves. And our woman gathering are always Facebook Live. You can actually watch it on Thursday night, or you can actually find us on YouTube.
Right, so, yeah, so all those things we do. And then, of course, connecting with community and partnering with local nonprofits, Phoenix, Laurel, Samuel's and St. Luke's. We do a women's health forum that we're doing with Laurel Center. And that'll be coming up in June, so that's something. And then we get to the purpose of our grants. And as you see, we have 3 of them. We're going to be talking mainly today about our Dare to Dream grant, which provides women with an opportunity to enrich their personal and professional lives. It's for women 18 and above that are in Warren County. And it really is for them to dare to dream, something that they want to do with their lives. It doesn't have to be necessarily going back to school. If they need something for a business, or if they're an artist and they need some tools. And there's a list that goes on of all the various things we've done. We have a whole committee that does that, and we'll talk about that a little bit. The Elaine Bromfield Memorial Scholarship, maybe some of you remember Elaine Bromfield. She was a powerhouse. She really was. And so when she died, her family wanted to make a scholarship in her name. And that part of the Dare to Dream Committee is part of who makes sure, it is specifically for education. So that is given along with our Dare to Dream grant, but it is very specific. So, and then there's our Kid South Girl grant, which is for middle school age girls. And it's really to empower them at a time that we feel is really crucial. It was Mary Ellen South, who many of you I know, is the one who started it in honor of her daughter Kim South, who she lost. And, we can talk about that, like I said, a little more later. Joyce is the chair, and she's done amazing things with it. That's all I'm going to say. She's done remarkable things. The middle school. So, and so then I think we're going to start this, if I can figure out how to do that here.
My name is Allison Gillespie. I started the Skyline Charmers, which is a group of teenagers and adults that have intellectual disabilities and late childhood. Skyline Charmers was really in my mind for about 10 years. I really just wanted a group with disabilities to make music and be proud of it and own it. The Women's Resource Center was able to give me a grant to buy chimes, which really gave me ownership of making Skyline Charmers a real entity. Everybody and their brother to come to a concert and see the joy and feel the energy, because it's something that you can't describe in words. I really can't thank the Women's Resource Center enough. Having someone believe in you is just really important.
So that is part of what we do. I wanted to pick that video because I think a lot of you know Allison and Skyline Chambers, and it's just a kind of feel for the kind of dreams that we want to help. And it can be so varied.
My name is Allison.
No. We want to go beyond Allison. Allison, we can't now.
You're
All right.
starting to
Escape.
Huh?
Try escape.
If you haven't heard the Chimers, I highly recommend you watch
There we go.
for their next concert's probably spring. They recently had one in
There we
December.
go. Okay, so this is a little snapshot of what we do. Every March, we're at the Shenandoah Valley Golf Club for our Dare to Dream breakfast, where we honor these women, and everybody's invited. Here's our 2017, here's our 2018. We gave 7 grants and then the Elaine Bromfield Scholarship in 17 for $7,900, and 8 grants and 1 scholarship for $7,500 last year. And the total grants today is $87,635. So we're pretty proud of that. And of course, one of the things we do is we keep looking for money to give more grants. because there's always, you know, tons of people, wonderful dreams, and only a certain amount of money.
And, excuse me, we basically limit the Dare to Dream grants to $1,000, but if it's less than $1,000, that gives us more opportunity to serve more people. Sometimes it's as little as $300 for a need, for a dream, which makes it possible for us with less money, as you can see here, with less money to give more grants. So the more money we have, we always have applicants who we aren't able to necessarily fund. However, as a resource center, what we try to do is provide those people with a mentor or other resources they might go to, other ways to help them with their dream, even if we can't provide funding.
And I should say that our dream has been to fund these. We now have, of course, the Lane Bromfield is in the Community Foundation. So literally, it's grown enough that we can give $1,500 now. And obviously, that's just, you know, the interest on the Community Foundation. We have three grants. We have three $1,000 grants, enough invested in the Community Foundation for 3 grants. And we hope, our goal is, of course, to have everything fully funded so that no matter what, we'll always have money to give to these women, that we don't have to keep looking every year for a little more money here and there. Not that we won't take it, but I think you all understand that. So what's next for Dare to Dream? We are right in the middle, or closing in now. Yes, oh my gosh, we're in of our Dare to Dream cycle. I think Tina said we have about a dozen? 12, yeah. I think we have 12 right now. Usually
Toward the end, they come in.
yeah, we'll probably get at least a dozen more near the end. And so the cycle started. It starts in November, ends in January, and that's when the Dare to Dream Committee has a job to do. They go through all the applications, they figure out who's, you know, who has kind of filled all the requirements, and then they do interviews, and it goes from there. And it will end here. So this, I love this photo because you can see we have, in the front is some of our Dare to Dream committee, along with Janet and Arlene on the side, and the rest are all the girls and the women that we've given grants to in 2017. So that happens in March. And so then it's just how funding translates to vision. So we consider these empowerment grants, knowing that each time a woman's life is improved, she lifts up not just herself, but her children, the community around her, her family, her neighbors. Everybody moves up. Go ahead.
I just keep interrupting.
That's okay. That's why we're both here.
That's just what I do. But one of the reasons we always try to emphasize that these are empowerment grants, we oftentimes remind people we're not a social services agency. We're not, we don't have the capability or the funding to help people at their lowest level of need. We are working and always looking for people who are working and continuing to improve. They have a plan, they have a dream. They are, fortunately, they are above the level where they have to focus on just sustainability. And those are the people who can continue to make our community stronger, because they then do things that provide for other people. For example, one of our recipients this current year provides a fitness class for people who can't afford to attend a fitness class. It's free of charge, and she encourages people who don't feel comfortable maybe going to a fitness club or even to another exercise club, that kind of thing, that she does it on a small scale and has been able to provide that for the community. And so, that's just an example of how their dream continues to promote the community.
And they do, they give back to us and the community. It's really quite a wonderful thing to see, just like Allison said. You know, they just are so grateful that somebody believes that in them, and it is remarkable. It's almost less about the money than more about the support that we're saying, yes, you can do this. That really makes a difference. So of course, we have organizational goals and a strategic plan. We're always, as I said, increasing endowments for funds and grants, expanding our community presence, so thank you for bringing us here. And we're continually increasing our membership. I think there's some various brochures around, so please, if you could be a business partner or just a member, it's $35, but it makes all the difference. So that's what we do. We have lots of things going on. We've touched on some of them, and I won't talk about all these. You can always ask. We do have a weekly email blast, and I mention that because we have over 400 people that it reaches out to, and we pull in other nonprofits. If you have a community event or something that you want to go out there, you don't have to be part of the Resource Center. Just, you know, send us a message that you have an event, and we will put it out there. So, this is pretty much all the things, a few of the things we do, and how we get it out there, and we keep growing and learning. So, I think that's it, unless you have any questions. Anybody? Yes?
Are the recipients for the Dare to Dream grants, are they residents of Warren County or live in Warren County?
They have to be a resident of Warren County most of the time. And, you know, we can, last year, well, we were able, actually, we did it through the Kim South Girl Grant. We had somebody come to us that had a business. Well, she had sell a theater in Warren County, but she didn't physically live. So we had to, you know, we do usually require, but she was really, because we ended up giving the grants for the Kim South Girl Grant to her, it worked out. So, you know, at the moment, that would be a case-by-case basis, but mostly you need to be a resident. Yes?
What are the other requirements for that?
18 and above, so in other words, not in high school. We figure, you know, high schools, as we know, there's a lot of grants for that, but when you get out of high school, you know, funding for what you want to do kind of dries up. So we really wanted to target that to help women, you know, after they've left school and maybe when they are on the path of where they want to. So that's really, you know, 18 and above and a resident of Warren County. That's pretty much it.
And they do like an essay, correct? And
There's an online application, yes, and there's references and essays, and, you know, they have to talk about what they want and what they want it for. Obviously, grants never go directly to the people. It always goes to something. If they want equipment, we buy them the equipment. If they want to go to North Fairfax, we send them, you know, so it's pretty much set up that way. And like I said, we have a pretty solid committee of women who have pretty deep roots and they do a great job. They just do a wonderful job, so, yeah.
I would just like to comment too that the grants don't have to benefit the individual. I remember when
Right.
Kelly Walker applied for
Right.
a Dare to Dream grant and received it to start the dog park.
She did the dog park,
So-
exactly.
So be creative.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously the Sella Theater, even though it was the same thing, it's like, you know, it doesn't have to be your particular journey. So, yeah,
Yes.
thank you.